Make that 3 consecutive W's for the Toronto Blue Jays as they wipe the Chicago White Sox clean. 7-0 at Rogers Center tonight and improved now to 15-9 on the year. The long ball was the big thing. Jose Barrios was dominant. You got to see Nate Pearson. You got to see Anthony Bass come back for the first time in over a week, and because he's been struggling, but he pitched a pretty good inning. And you win it 7-0. You do what you're supposed to do against a team that you're supposed to beat. And you beat them pretty damn good. Like I said, 7-0 at Rogers Center tonight. And it all starts in the bottom half of the second inning. With Matt Chapman and Brandon Belt on, Danny Jansen comes to the plate. And he gets a hanging breaking ball from Mike Clevenger. Now, I don't care what hitter you are, what kind of hitter you are. But if you get a hanging breaking ball, you're supposed to smash that thing. And Jansen drills it to left field. And it's gone! DJ goes deep again. His second of the year. 3-0 Blue Jays after 2 innings. I mean, I think after that home run, we're like, all right, some early offense. And for Jose Barrios in his last start against the Astros, he got nothing. He had no offense. So to see him get 3 in the second inning, beautiful, right? We'll go ahead to the bottom of the 4th inning with Whit Merrifield and Danny Jansen on. Kevin Kiermaier at the dish. He drills a ball to right center field, and it goes all the way to the wall. In comes Whit. In comes Jano. And it's, 5-0 Blue Jays. Kiermaier ends up boogieing to third, sliding in head first safely. No throw even came to third base well, but he's fired up. And then Springer rips a ball in the left field for a base hit. In comes Kevin Kiermaier to make it 6-0 Blue Jays. Have a day, Kevin Kiermaier. And look, he also made a kid's day as he gave him the batting gloves. You see the kid's face. I mean, absolutely awesome. That's why I love the sport of baseball, because you just see stuff like that and it just warms your heart. Absolutely phenomenal. Fantastic stuff from KK in the game. But the Jays weren't done offensively. Bottom of the 6th. Danny Jansen at the dish again gets a hanging changeup from Banks. And he drills it to left field and it's gone. 7-0 Blue Jays. Jano's got a multi-homer day. Beautiful stuff. We got through the offensive stuff. Now let's talk about the individual players. George Springer. If you watched the game yesterday, you saw George hit the ball right back up the middle, get out at second base with the bases loaded, and he's like, and he turns to, I don't know who the hell was walking by, he's like, it's been my season. Like, I can't find a hole anywhere, right? Except, remember that first game of the season against St. Louis where every hit he had was a bloop? It was wild. But since then, he hasn't had anything, right? It's been weird. He was hitting sub 200. But today, 3 for 4 with an RBI for Georgie. So a much-needed day for him. And some hard hit balls that were finding holes today, which is beautiful to see for him. Much, much needed. And Danny Jansen, man, the talk last year was him coming into the season, hitting home runs all over the place, but not staying healthy, and it was just really painful to watch, right? To start this season, the offense just had not been there. He's a great catcher. We know that. That's never going to waver from him. We love it. But you want to get some offense out of him, and you know it's there. And he's starting to pick it up recently, we've noticed, and then today was the big blow-up game that he needed. 3 for 4 in the game, 3 runs scored, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs in the game for Jano, and both him and Springer now bring their averages above 200. I know averages are stats, no one likes it, but it's still a nice general number to look at, and 200 is obviously that number that everyone wants to be above most of the time. Almost all the time. Would you look at that? You know, getting a phone call from the girlfriend. I had a feeling that was going to happen. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Anyways. But a big day for DJ. Both him and George Springer needed good days, and they both got it. Combined for 6 of the 10 hits, and 5 strikeouts total for the Blue Jays, 3 walks total. Now let's get to Jose Barrios, who I thought was just terrific. This was probably one of his best starts I've seen in a very long time. Now, I said that in the last start against the Astros. Was that his best start we've seen in years? And sure, it may have been. But today? Yeah, I think today was one of his best. Now, is that a great lineup over there in Chicago? I wouldn't say so. They have some decent hitters, some decent names, right? Vaughn, Robert, and Eloy Jimenez, and guys like that. But let's be honest, without Moncada, without Tim Anderson, the lineup is a little smaller, right? But he did his job. He faced the Astros, he faced the Rays. His last 2 starts, he did a great job. And today he goes 7 innings, allows 4 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. And I thought the command, for the most part today, was just on point. His changeup had a ton of movement. It looks like he was changing up speeds with it as well. One of the strikeouts he had was with a 78-mile-an-hour one, just tied a right-hander up on the inner half. The first strikeout of the game, it told you how it was going to go. One of Luis Robert, where he got him with 2 breaking balls just off the plate, right? Perfect pitch, strike the ball, breaking ball, just off the plate. Nothing he can do with it, but enough to entice a swing. And he started the game off with a strike. I think he struck out the side to start the first inning. He was dialed in early. And I noticed to end the game when he had that strikeout on Yasmani Grandal. Now, sure, his back was hurting, so I don't know if he was going to swing anyways, but a 96-mile-an-hour two-seamer that caught the up and in corner to a lefty. I mean, that is basically unhittable. And he ends the game, maybe not with that, but in his last inning, where he's over 100 pitches. Jose Barrios, guys. I don't want to say he's fully back because I want to see it for about, 5 or 6 starts. But for 3 straight, Jose's been outstanding. And that's the thing. When I was watching him last year, if you guys watched the videos last season, I always said, I will always have faith in Jose. Because the pedigree, he is there. He has done it forever. He's done it for like 4 or 5 years before he even came to the Blue Jays. And even in the second half of the season when he came to Toronto, he was great. So last year was just kind of a real big question mark. And the first couple starts of the season were definitely question marks. But man, since then, he has figured it out, and he has been flat out dominant. With the 7 shutout innings for Jose tonight, his ERA on the season drops to 4.71. Jays fans, when was the last time Jose had an ERA south 5? It's been a long time. He has desperately needed it, and he's looking damn good, and it's well-deserved. Now, we got to see Nate Pearson for the first time in a long time. What were the takeaways? Well, first things first, got a little antsy in the first batter. You can kind of see that. It ends with plunking him with 98. And you were up in the count, and you hit him right square in the back with 98. First off, sucks to be Elvis Andrus, right? You're down 7-0, and you get plunked with 98 square in the back. You've already lost 6 straight. It's an ugly time, and that's what you get? It must sting. But then he battles back. And then you see the velocity start to tick up. He hits 99 a couple times, and at one point he hit 100 to Andrew Benintendi. Gets a strikeout and a really nice breaking ball on the backdoor breaking ball on the outer half. Was it 2? I think it was 2 Benintendi. It was a really nice pitch. The one thing I'd like to see more of is some more swing and miss. And people are going to say, well, what are you talking about? He throws 100. Well, I think he had a total of 3 whiffs. So 3 guys, out of the 3 batters he faced, he threw 22 pitches, and only 3 pitches were swing and misses. You'd love to see that be more for a guy who throws that well with the tight slider and curveball that he has. But again, it's his first outing of the season. The fact that he went a clean inning, yeah, he plunked a guy, but he battled back. Jano kept him calm and went 1, 2, 3 after that with some soft contact. I thought he did a really good job settling in. And a good debut for the season for Nate Pearson. Hasn't pitched since October 2021, guys. You know the energy was up there for him, so good stuff. And Anthony Bass, as I mentioned earlier, finished off the ball game through a clean inning. He desperately needed that. Hasn't pitched since Monday. Not yesterday. Last Monday. So he definitely needed to get back out there, and it's a perfect spot, 7-0, ERA north 7. He's really struggled this year, and he goes 1, 2, 3 in the ninth to clean up the ball game, and a much positive outing for him. A really nice, sound victory for the Blue Jays today. Defense was great. Vladdy had a couple really gorgeous picks. The pitching was great. The offense, you had timely hits. You would have loved to see that in the third inning with second and third nobody out to score more, but you got it in the next half inning, so can't complain too much. We move on to tomorrow. The finale of this series, Yusei Kikuchi still has the second best ERA on the pitching staff. I mean, it's so early, right? Whatever. But he goes on the mound for the Blue Jays in the finale tomorrow afternoon. Is a 107 first pitch at Rogers Center versus Michael Kopech. Kopech has had an abysmal start to the season. ERA just under 7. So the Jays have a chance to bring out the brooms in the afternoon game tomorrow with the off day Thursday. Get it done. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the W today, smack the like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? For the Toronto Blue Jays, Twitter and Instagram links are down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. The Discord and TikTok links are down below as well. So I will talk to you guys Leafs edition Thursday as they host Game 5 of Round 1 against the Tampa Bay Lightning, looking to do what they haven't done since 2004. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to repeat myself. That game goes at 7 o'clock on Thursday. As for the Blue Jays, the finale goes tomorrow afternoon, 1:07, first pitch at Rogers Center between the Blue Jays and the White Sox. Yusei Kikuchi, Michael Kopech is the pitching matchup there at 1:07 at Rogers Center. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the W today, of course. Talk to you guys then.